Hello, this is Mrs. Mills, your instructor for English 112, and I'm here today to talk to you about the observation assignment. This is a really fun, exciting assignment, so you can make this as much fun as you want to. So make sure that you get that observation assignment rubric, and I'm going to go through some of the main points of this assignment, okay? So let me get my board here. Okay, here we go. Now, you're probably wondering why we are doing this. Observation is gathering primary research, okay? So when you observe something, you are gathering in your mind, in your opinions, you're actually gathering research. So that really coincides with English 112. So as you watch people, their behaviors, their movements, listen to their speech, you can really make some nice conclusions to what they're doing and how they're reacting in a certain situation. So you are going to go observe a place, okay? Now, as you can see on your rubric, let's look at number 1, humor or government. So as you look on your rubric, you have 2 tracks, I guess we can call them that. All right, you have a humor track and a government track. Now, you don't have to take those 2 literally. The humor just means a less casual setting to observe, a less casual site or a situation, and a government setting means a more structured, professional setting. So as you can see on your rubric, you can go to a couple different restaurants in the humor track and observe people, their behavior, what they say, and all that good stuff. You can go to a festival. You can go to an event. You can go walk around downtown. You can go walk around a department store. You can walk around a mall. Just something very casual and light. All right. In terms of the government track, that's a little bit more structured. For example, I have a lot of students who love, believe it or not, they love to go on the police car ride with a police officer. You go sign up and you set a date and you ride along with a police officer, and he or she takes you around town and talks about processes and rules and laws and all that good stuff. Another example of government is you can go to a town council meeting, a county commissioner meeting, a town hall meeting. You can even go to court and watch the proceedings, in a public forum. Like, let's say it's traffic ticket day at court, and you can watch all the people and their behaviors in court that day. So you choose a track, a humor track or a government track. Pretty much a casual atmosphere or a more structured atmosphere, okay? Now, talking about the places that you're going to go. So yes, you're going to actually go to a place and observe the people in action, okay? However, you have to go to a place that's busy because you're going to be observing people and their behaviors and listen to what they say and how they interact with one another. So please don't go to a restaurant on a Tuesday at 2 o'clock. That's not really busy. You want to go where there's crowds of people that you can really get into the observation. So maybe dinner on a Friday night at a steakhouse, or maybe a festival with a lot of people, or a big party, a big event. I would like you to stay away from the bar or the club scene. That has been done. And although bars and clubs are very interesting and you can get a lot of great observations from it, it's just a little overdone. So I'd like you not to go to a bar or a club so you can kind of remember what happened for your school assignment. No, I'm just kidding. So just think of a fun place you can go to. I had a student one time go to the airport and observe, and she thought that was really interesting how the processes worked there. All right, so make sure you choose a nice, busy, somewhat congested area so you can get all these good observations and you can gather all this nice research, okay? Now, number 2, take notes. As you can see on your rubric, part number 2 you'll see questions, and whatever track that you choose, you can just discard the other track. So number 2, you'll see take notes. And I gave you a list of questions to take notes. Now, those are just suggested questions. I know some students, some of you are like, I don't know how to take notes that well, or I'm stuck. How do I take some notes? And I just gave you those questions just for brain starters. Okay, now some of you might not even need those and you're really good at note taking and just take notes where you are. But those are just suggested questions in case you get stuck taking notes. All right, so that's the number 2 section of either track. Now, your notes must come in with your final, so you can PDF those, you can scan them and submit those as a PDF file, or you can type your notes up on a Word document and submit them. But you have to turn in your notes as proof that you visited that site. Now, notes can be messy, so it's totally fine if you write a whole bunch of chicken scratch notes. As long as I can read them, that's fine, and they're somewhat coherent, because I know note-taking is supposed to be messy. So you can scan those and hand them in. That's totally fine, but you have to hand in your notes, and that's on your rubric, okay? Now, the actual written assignment. This is number 3, and I have a little number 3 as well. Go ahead and look on your rubric, on your observation rubric. Number 3, no matter what track you're doing, humor or government, there are questions for you to formulate an essay, okay? So you're going to use the questions in number 3, section number 3, to formulate your written essay. So yes, I do need it in essay format. So take those questions, use them as a guide. You don't necessarily have to use those specific questions, but I need you to use the overlying umbrella themes of the questions to formulate an essay. Please do not just answer the questions. I really need it in a smooth, transitioned, wonderful, formal essay. Okay? Now, I need lots and lots of details. Please remember, I didn't observe with you, and your classmates didn't observe with you. Because remember, you're going to post this on the forum, and your classmates are going to respond. You have to be super, super detailed. Because remember, we're not in your head. We don't know what you saw. We don't know who you spoke to. So please, when you're writing up your observation, make sure you have lots and lots of details. Also, you need to draw conclusions. So let's say you find a behavior or see a behavior with people. Maybe they are saying something or doing something that's repeated. Draw a conclusion. Why are these people acting in this manner? Why are these people communicating the way they do? Why are these people behaving in an angry fashion, in a calm fashion? Are they properly disciplining children? Why would they do that? So always ask why you see that behavior and then draw a conclusion. In a grocery store, why doesn't a mother calm her child when the child wants candy? Well, draw a conclusion. Maybe that child is not disciplined at home. Maybe that child just woke up from a nap. Maybe that child is cranky because he or she hasn't eaten. So take your observations and draw those in conclusions, and those will result in an argument form on the discussion on the forum. Okay? So the written assignment is that third section, which is the second set of questions. The first set of questions are to help you take notes if you need them. But please use those questions and formulate a smooth essay. Okay? You're going to turn this into me through Moodle and Turnitin.com, and you're also going to place this on the specific forum so your classmates can read your observation and comment on it. If you could, I have just my little cheat sheet here. If you could, I'd really like you to post some pictures. Place the pictures in the forum only. Don't put them in the final. I don't want to see the pictures on the formal document. Put any pictures that you want in the forum, and I'll make sure you can upload. Also, you can always put pictures within your written assignment for the forum only, and then post to the forum, insert a picture in a document, again, for the forum only. You don't need any in-text citations. You don't need any research. You don't need a bib. You don't need any of that. We're taking a little break from that. We're going to save that for the career project. But you don't need a reference list or anything like that, because this is all primary research. It's all out of your head. It's all your observation. So you don't need any in-text citations or a separate reference list. I think that's it. And one more thing. Gotcha. When you go to observe, make sure that you pick a site that is foreign to you. For example, if you go to church every Sunday, you can't observe church on Sunday. You cannot observe the workplace. You have to go somewhere new. Okay, so you really got to think about that. So you're going somewhere that's foreign to you. So you can't observe where you normally go in a regular day. So you can get new experiences and new primary research and observe new elements. All right, check that rubric again. If you need anything, let me know. Otherwise, happy observing.